Budgeting for a vacation is one of those things that everyone assumes they're good at. However, when it comes down to it, there's a significant difference between budgeting like a newbie and budgeting like a pro. In this video, we show you what you need to be doing to budget a vacation like a pro. With the knowledge contained in this video, your days of wasting money on your vacation trips will be over. So where does the difference between budgeting a vacation like a newbie and budgeting a vacation like a pro come from? Is the difference even real at all? Or is it something that is intended to make you feel stupid for no reason? Well, we can assure you that the difference between these two things is real. Here's a small demonstration. Think about it for a moment. Don't you know anyone in real life or on social media who goes on multiple vacations a year? People who seemingly have no problem visiting some of the most picturesque places the entire world has to offer. It's likely that those people have a lot of money, allowing them to fund this lifestyle. But the more likely truth is that these individuals plan and budget their vacations like geniuses, allowing them to cut down on costs while still having fun. Well, why can't you also fly around the world like that person? A common misconception is that trips like that are expensive. But the truth is that even a middle-class earner can travel and see the world. There are secrets to that kind of lifestyle. In this video, we reveal some of them. It mostly comes down to budgeting. And so, how exactly do you budget a vacation like a pro? Another widely held perception is that the basic tenets of financial planning apply. And although this is true, there's a deeper level to budgeting a vacation. By stopping short, you're only harming yourself. You need to be really diligent about budgeting for a trip to make it work. So, the basic tenets of budgeting for a vacation are as follows. The first thing you need to do is determine your destination. While there are a lot of picturesque locations which are ridiculously expensive, but then again, there are twice as many picturesque locations which are several times as cheap. The key is to not get caught in the marketing of whatever is shoved in your face. Instead, find time to do your own research and look deeper. Travel destinations in the third world usually fall into this category. You could end up paying as little as $30 a night for some of the most beautiful views you will ever see. Places like Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand, Kyrgyzstan, Romania, Turkey, Bolivia, and South Africa all fall within this category. As much as there are many travel destinations in these countries which are cheap, some of them might seem too good to be true because they are. To avoid falling for scams, you could use third-party websites such as TripAdvisor to see posts from other travelers and see what they see about the experiences they had. A lot of research has to be done before you book your vacation. It begins on websites like this. Once you are settled on a vacation destination, the next thing you need to think about is accommodation. Although there are a large variety of hotels and resorts to pick from, you might want to slow down a moment. One of the major things that eat into a vacation budget is accommodation fees. To that end, the rise of certain platforms like Airbnb has arisen to solve that problem. And so, before you make a booking at an expensive location, you might want to see if you'll find any cheaper alternatives on Airbnb. More often than not, these locations even provide a more authentic traveling experience. Okay, now that you've booked where to stay, the next thing you need to think about is the activities you will partake in at your destination. This is a very big part of the trip. You could go in blind and then discover what is available to you. However, this isn't the financially prudent path. The smart thing to do would be to look into the destination's tourist attractions and find out how much they cost. This way, you can put it into your budget. At this point, you might also want to budget for emergency situations. You never know what stressful situations can develop. And so, the best thing to do would be to create financial room for any untoward situations that might develop. A foreign country is the last place you want to be strapped for cash. These tips aside, it's worth remembering that the key thing is to be exhaustive rather than accurate. Prices might fluctuate now and then, so keep everything within a reasonable range. It's better to think of everything loosely than to think of only a few things with false accuracy. After all, just because you have money doesn't mean you have to spend it. The secret is to budget tightly, have a little more than enough, and be disciplined. By doing this, you will budget every vacation like a pro and save more and more money for even more trips. Coming to the end of this video, we hope you've learned how to budget a vacation like a pro. The information in this video is essential for helping you keep vacation costs low. This way, you can go on more trips more often. In any case, to learn more, please check out other videos on our channel. There's a lot more where this came from, and by the time you're through, you're going to walk away informed and engaged. Well, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, have a good day. Catch you later.